So you reach over Caerwynn's shoulder and throw the hand axe at the ghoul. And it embeds into the creature's shoulder and it screeches and rips it out, throwing it to the floor.
You got this, Mr. Caerwynn. I pat him on the shoulder.
As it attempts to slash you with its claws, Caerwynn.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Next time, before you announce that something was about to hit me.
Right, sorry.
Yeah. I would have used my warding flare there.
Okay. Right. I will keep that in mind next time. Sesna.
Pass.
Alright. Leon.
There's nothing I can really do here.
Fire the bolt out of your crossbow.
I could, but those are silvered and they're really important, and I'm not wasting them on ghouls.
Well, I mean, it's 50% chance whether you get them back or not.
Yeah, it's a D2.
I will fire again. I will miss again. I'm not gonna use any more of those.
Should have taken the archery fighting style.
I didn't plan to be using this thing as much.
Caerwynn.
Another Sacred Flames. Screw this. Seriously, screw this.
Hey, that's a hit.
Fairly upon you.
As
Now
the
get
radiant
out of the
fire,
way,
as the radiant fire starts to burn across its chest a bit, and it's patting it out.
You may want to fall back, Mr. Caerwynn.
Yes,
The
and I
marrow
do.
from your
I do.
bones.
I do exactly that. Wait, did I just hear it speak?
Yeah. As it's patting out the flames, threatening to suck the marrow from your bones.
And it gets an attack of opportunity against me.
Oh.
And if it does take it, then I use my warding flare against that.
That's gonna take it. So,
Flashbang!
oh, yeah. You did use your warding flare.
Ah, my eyes! Mr. Caerwynn, what happened?
Suck the marrow from your my eyes!
God, who does that?
Well,
I do, bitch.
time to hit the old dusty trail. And by dusty trail, I mean dusty corpse.
Yeah.
I'm a smack it. Drawing my sword again and slashing.
That's a hit.
Hiya!
As with one more good slash, you take the head from its shoulders.
It's dead. Oh.
Alright, so I'm
Pick
going
up
to
my
try and
hand axe.
recover my crossbows.
Roll 2d2. Well, on your turn. We are still on initiative. We are still on the initiative.
Right.
Okay. I'm gonna take a peek around the corner. Be on guard.
Alright.
Oh, there. Hold on. Back here. One.
Should also be noted that there's. Oh. Should also be noted that there's a large room that a ways, pointing back this a ways. Yeah. Several chests and whatnot, like there was a well in the middle, right?
Yep.
Yeah, with the well in the middle of it.
Let's head back that way then. I just wanted to peek in here and make sure there were no more. Just what's in here, GM?
Donnel, as you step into that room, the room is festooned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the walls. A wide alcove in the south wall contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak, his pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right hand, he holds a smoky gray crystal orb. The room has exits on the north and west walls. Chanting can be heard coming from the west.
Wait, so back towards where I just came from?
Remind me which way is north.
North is that way.
Okay.
Got it.
So if north
So,
is that
north,
way.
South, east, west.
Yeah. Okay. The chanting's down this way. Let's look at the other room first, because that's my turn.
Alright. Sesna?
Excuse me. It's this way, guys. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, hold up.
Sesna walks back into the pit.
With well, even with this edge, that whoop.
There's
Oh,
this-
whoa!
yeah,
Then
you
leaps
you
over.
round. Yeah, you
Okay,
round,
don't come this way.
you round the corner. You step forward. You realize you're tipping into the pit. And you just gonna kick off the edge and gonna roll and land on the other side. Okay.
You use the other doorway. 30 and just I'll finish the move into here.
All right. Leon, you were advised not to go the same way Cessna did.
And I will not.
And if you want to spend your action, you can move another 30.
Sure.
Wait, don't I have an audio map? Oh no, it's mostly the angles because if I do the piano noise forever. So.
I'm sorry, I actually forgot to read off a bit more when fully into the room.
Oh my god.
Hey, Jeffrey, mute before you inhale like that, buddy. But yes, Sesna, as you step fully into the room and step close to the well, it's 4 feet in diameter with a 3-foot high stone lip. And looking down, it descends, you'd say, maybe 30 feet into a water-filled cistern. A wooden bucket hangs from a rope and pulley mechanism bolted to the crossbeams above the well. There's 5 side rooms, and each contains a wood-framed bed with a moldy straw mattress and a wooden chest. Each of the chests is secured with a rusty iron padlock. Caerwynn?
I am going to make my way in Leon's general direction.
Does he have a plant and also a questionable relationship?
1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I will just advise everybody, something that Maiko does use and I use, if you click and drag your token, and you just right-click anywhere you're going to make a turn or anything, it'll measure it out for you as you're dragging.
Well, you have to right-click. You have to
Oh.
right-click first,
Yeah.
and then it'll like do the little line. Then
Yeah.
right-click, and it'll do turns.
Yeah.
It measures out your
You
movement
don't-
very accurately, and it lets other people see you. Like, hold on, real quick. You mind dragging me over to where Sesna is, like, so I can just do an example so Pat can see it?
Yeah.
Well,
So
I
Pat
know how to
and
do it.
Jeff, do you see where I am?
Yep.
I was gonna say.
Did you just see the exact path I took to get to where Caerwynn is?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the benefit of doing it.
And again.
I was
I'm
showing
doing
it
the
for
thing.
Jeff, not you.
Wait, you were saying me? Whatever.
I was
All
saying
right,
you because I assumed everyone was looking in your general direction because everyone's heading to you.
I knew that you could do that, but I didn't know you could do it with just right click.
Oh yeah, it's actually only right click now. It used to be spacebar.
No, it isn't. Q.
Q. Okay. My issues are roll 20 aside. Come later.
Anyway, Caerwynn, are you going to spend your action to move another 30 feet, or...?
I suppose I may as well.
Alright. Oh, whoop.
Ah.
What's happening?
He clicked a lot more than he needed to. You don't have to click on every square just whenever you're gonna change course or something.
Yeah, but let's see. I was also going back to have some things, have some of those squares revealed.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, it'll draw us the arrow, the whole path through, but... Oh, okay, never mind, I understand now. I'm dumb. Donnel.
Right. Well, time to start making the long trek back. Hold on, because Miko just remembered. So it's only 25 feet. 30, 40, 50, 60. There we go. Because I remembered, oh right, I fell into spikes going down this way. Let's not go that way.
Yeah. You gonna spend your action for another 30?
No, that was me spending my action for another 30.
Okay, sorry. Sesna, you were in the room.
Let's down to yeah. That's fine. Honestly, I'm just gonna wait for Donnel to get here.
Alright.
Just sit on the edge of the well.
Leon?
I'm gonna look at this chest.
It is a wooden chest secured with a rusted iron padlock.
Alright, there's a lock on it. I won't mess with it for now. I am going to just come over here and sort of sit down so I can rest.
Alright. Caerwynn?
Let's see. I don't really have anything in mind to do, so I suppose Caerwynn, if the bed doesn't look too terribly moldy, he might sit down.
It's molded, but it's not terrible. Like, you can smell the mold on it, but it's...
I might just sit on the chest then.
Yeah. Might be the safer bet.
So that chest turns out to be a mimic.
Come on, that'd be pretty
Eats
cool.
your
isn't it?
butt.
Anyway, Donnel.
And then Sheen reveals the house has been a mimic the whole time. Oh, sorry for catching up so slow. Well, so, a lot of chests, you said?
Yeah, one in each of these rooms. It looks like,
Along
along with heads, which kind of raises a few questions.
Well, I'm gonna take a peek up. Well, hold on. There's chests in each of the rooms with beds in them. Just sounds like
Seeing
might just be a foot trunk. You know, things people keep, clothing and whatnot. Probably.
Well, that's a weird thing to me, because this was supposed to be just a house with a family in it.
Basement in a family
Now we have
crypt.
a basement.
A family this
That's-
wealthy might have had servants.
I doubt
Good
you would make
question.
the servants live in the family crypt.
This is
Who
all
do you think
making
those
more
ghouls
sense.
are?
There's about 9. Fair, but there's also a total of 9 beds. That seems a bit excessive, unless they needed that many servants for this house. And again, given
This
how
house is
sprawling-
excessive.
I'm gonna spend my action.
Yeah, how sprawling this is.
I might come take a peek in this room. Just give me a moment. That's my turn.
Alright. Sesna?
I feel like we should probably take a bit to just, well, looking to these two. Just rest a little bit.
I think taking a little bit of a sit down wouldn't be a bad idea, especially for Mr. Leon there. He well, I saw his boots on the ground. He seemed to be laying down earlier, though I don't think he was napping.
I was not.
Not voluntarily, anyway.
I do think Miss Sesna's got a point. We should take a bit of a rest in case there's any more down here.
All right.
Because not in this room. I don't want to smell the mold. I come to kind of here, just sit down and put my back against the wall.
I'm gonna put my back against the well over here. Did I see Leon take that deck of cards last session?
You
I
were in
don't-
the room when he was opening the cupboard.
Hey, Leon.
You can take something.
Care for gaming cards?
Why not?
Sesna's gonna put her back to the well, probably sit on the floor and just go through those breathing exercises. Just trying to see if she can't get this right.
Alright. You guys are gonna go ahead and take a short rest?
I
get back all my fighter features. Because fighters are broken.
no, they're not.
Not.
They really are not.
Spend one
Good.
hit
They're
dice.
definitely good.
Yes, they're good.
The short rest goes well. The short rest goes well, and you're not interrupted.
Jeff, you're not gonna use hit die?
I'm gonna do it right now.
Remember
by
you
the
got
way,
two.
Remember, by the way, when you got knocked down, or knocked out, your Crimson Right turned
Yeah,
off.
I know. I'm back up to 18 health.
I'm gonna use a second hit dice. Screw it. Doesn't hurt.
Ain't no,
Oh, hey, exactly what you
ain't
needed.
nobody.
Yeah. Back up to full.
I'll also use my
Let's see.
second dice even though we really needed 2 points, but
I am still out of spells.
Yep.
That
Oh,
would be a cleric.
You have Sacred Flame.
It is
Cantrips
not
is your
doing
game.
me anything very well.
light and sacred flame.
Well, I guess we should go see what these folk who've been chanting for the past hour are all about.
As the short rest does wrap up, go ahead and give me some new initiative rolls.
There we go. Token. Hey, exactly the same. Roll 20 dupes doing a good thing for once.
Hey, Roll20 dupes often, let's see, in our Witcher game, they get us some nasty, nasty crits.
Yep.
So that's gonna be 3 for Leon, because he has the higher bonus of him and Donnel. Alright. We return to exploring in initiative order.
Right. Now it was which way for the all the chanting and whatnot?
You remember that room I was in?
That way. It's
Yeah.
Also, I recast light on my staff this time.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually a point. How much more of my oil lamp is left?
If you need more, I got a few flasks of oil.
I'll say it's starting to get low, as it just had what it was sitting on the wall with. But, so it's probably it would probably be a good idea to top off now.
If you can spare it, thank you. And then after that, go all the way down here. Actually, I need to double check the thing. Do I get that? Here. Do I get that thing back? Maybe up to me. But yeah, no, that's it. I'm just moving all the way over there.
Leon, did you ever roll to see if you got your crossbow bolts back?
I did not, but we didn't go that way, so.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you can just pick them up.
I mean, how many shots did you fire?
3.
Total of 3. So 3d2, hope for 2s.
Oh, cool. I got my key points back.
Oh, you got 2 of them back.
Good, those are expensive.
As I find some random assholes regular crossbow bolts, start using those regularly.
Leon?
Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40.
At this point, you're just being purposely obtuse, aren't you?
50, no, I tried doing the thing. It wasn't working for me. 50.
Click and hold your toe, and then you just press Q.
I tried that. It wasn't doing the thing.
I don't know how you were fucking it up then.
I don't know either. I right-clicked, I pressed Q, it did not do things.
Right.
You have to hold down left click on
You
your.
have to click and drag, like click your token and pick it up and be able to move it around in the first place, then do the right clicking or the queuing.
Not
Oh,
doing.
that's an easy way to remember Q as the thing. You're queuing all of your movements.
Yeah, that's not doing it for me.
Oh. It's weird. Try refreshing. Donnel has moved up. Caerwynn?
I will move over here.
Alright.
Am I on top of anybody?
No.
Okay.
Sesna? You are at the doorway into the room.
Oh, there's a giant suit armor over here.
Well, as you step in, I'm using it as a stand-in for this statue, but as you step in, the room is festooned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the walls. A wide alcove in the south wall contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak, his pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right hand, he holds a smoky gray crystal orb. The room has exits in the west and north walls. Chanting can be heard coming from the west.
Vice Sarenrae, why hang up the corpses? Oh, well, I surely can 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30!
And there is a door there.
I'm gonna hold an action to open that door until we have everyone else behind me.
Alright. Leon?
Cute. Huh. Where in the... Okay.
Stacking up. Donnel?
Stack. Oh god, Mr. Leon.
Oh, it's all...
Whoa, what the hell?
He moved to stack up, but he landed on top of me for some reason. Well, he's beneath me. Now he disappeared. I don't know where he is.
Jesus, okay. On my screen, he's in the next room over. I don't know what the hell you did there, man. Caerwynn?
Right.
Really, guys?
Alright, so that's 30 feet.
Yep. You are on top of Donnel.
Alright,
Mr. Caerwynn, could you please?
I don't even
Thank you.
see
I don't
Donald.
see him there.
I think we should refresh.
Yeah,
'cause
time to
I'm
refresh.
time to refresh everyone.
Just...
Mr. Caerwynn, could you please give me my social my little private area, my fucking comfort bubble,
Your bubble, you mean? It's your bubble.
private area
Alright.
as well. Also, I can now see everything.
Oh, fucking goddamn it! Why is it broken?
It's It's all like I can see the entire layout of the map as grayed out.
I say again, what the fuck is broken?
Now, I personally can't.
What is with me?
I
Donald,
can see specifically
did you already refresh, Maiko?
Yeah, I refreshed.
Let's
Refresh
see
again?
where we've been. That's about it.
Yeah, because I noticed
can
some things over here, Shane, that I know for a fact I haven't seen as Donnel.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck's
do you know-
going on.
I'm gonna refresh again, see if like maybe, like, am I? I'm not a GM in this room, am I?
Nope.
No.
I think since
Yeah, I
you
was
had that
gonna
little
say, no.
freak out where your token was on part of the.
Yeah, it might just be a glitch that happened. I'm just gonna zoom in like super close.
Just
Oh, I see what it is.
Hmm.
Yeah, my browser is fucking up with the fog of war.
Here,
Like
I'm
if I the hidden squares aren't locked to the grid. They follow my camera, quote unquote.
Alright, I'm gonna turn off Advanced Fog of War and turn it back on and see what happens.
Alrighty.
Okay, it's turned
Okay.
off.
Okay.
That's better.
Alright, turning it back on.
So I can now see. Let's measure this. Yeah, I can see a circle with a 45-degree radius.
Fucking.
Let's just continue. Like we can't see anything more than just grayed out tokens, me and Pat. Like grayed out mapping assets. We don't see any tokens, we just see what's on the map.
Right, anyway. Sesna, everybody stacked up.
So that I was gonna say that action I prepared to open the door.
Alright.
And look at that. Oop. Oh, I can't move through though.
Yeah, because there's still
No.
a hidden or a dynamic lighting wall there.
Yep, restrict movement.
No. You can't stop me forever.
So,
don't stop me now.
there was the chanting specifically you heard coming from here. You place your hand upon the door, and your hand sinks in a little bit, and it's suddenly stuck.
You gonna try to pull my hand off?
Go ahead and give me one moment. Give me either athletics or give me an athletics check to try and pull your hand free.
Yeah.
Why did we have to joke about mimics earlier?
Your hand is stuck in tight, and then you realize that the chanting you're hearing, the door is humming in tune to it before it begins to split wide into a large fanged mouth, eyes opening across its surface.
What's happening in there?
Yeah, it's nothing good.
Door monster?
Seriously, it has to be there where no one can
door.
see it.
A door monster.
To be fair, none of us looked at the door. We
Door
just
monster.
tried to open the door.
And thus, the party started stabbing every door they came across before touching it.
Not even Matt Mercer would do this to Vox.
Seriously, I
Gotta
should
get
be the lead.
lemon doors.
I really should be the lead.
Why? We're not the only one with light, though.
I'm the one with the passive perception of 20.
He's
He
not
is got a
wrong.
point. He's
He's
got
not
a point.
wrong.
Sweet Jesus! How? When?
Observant, probably.
Observant.
He's had it for the whole game. Oh, that's
I
unfortunate.
only just noticed.
That's because your IRL passive perception was as low as mine. Do we get to reroll initiative now that there's a door monster?
Since combat has started, you can reroll initiative if you'd like.
Let's hope for not worse.
Hey!
Better, but not as good as door monster.
Unfortunate. Oh, about the same.
Alright.
About the exact.
Jesus. Okay.
Guys, we found the monster that they were trying to keep. Mission successful.
I mean, it seems they were very successful in keeping the monster down here.
Unfortunately, they died in the attempt. I guess.
But Cessna,
I don't know.
Cessna, as it's
I
still,
think 'twas man that was the monster all along.
Cessna, as its mouth forms, your hand is sort of still stuck inside it, as these giant teeth protrude at every odd angle, and it attempts to bite down on your arm.
Ow! I can't even use my fucking parry. Oh.
You take 8 piercing
Ow!
and 5
Very
acid
much
damage.
ow!
Yeah. As its greenish saliva begins to burn as the teeth pierce your arm.
That's, that's screaming pain time. Like, that's, oh, no. Oh.
I'm gonna step around as much as Mr. Leon will let me, and I'm gonna try to pull her back.
Alright.
Grabbing one hand on her wrist, the other around her to try and pull her back.
Give me an athletics test. With advantage.
Come on, Donnel. Now's the time. Just gonna kind of pull her back.
Cessna, its
One
mouth...
arm around her waist, just yanking her back and arm free up out of here.
Yeah. Sesna, as its maw opens to start going down for another bite, you're suddenly pulled back, and Donald pulls you away, and your hand pulls free of the sticky, almost glue-like saliva that was holding you inside this creature's mouth.
You alright, Miss Sesna?
I'm staring at the sizzling skin. No, very much not.
Oh, good lord.
Alright. Caerwynn.
I love Mr. Leah. Hey, Caerwynn, you wanted to be in the lead.
I take the lead. Sacred Flame.
Ha!
I'm
Let's see you dodge this, door monster.
Can you dodge when
Door?
you're maintaining the shape of a door? I think not.
Ah, my one weakness, acrobatic movements.
Alright.
I'll dodge your attack. I made a mistake.
This radiant flame, this burning light encases part of it, and it's this slobbery as it begins to burn slightly, and you see it start to lose the cohesive shape of the door. Almost as if it's slowly melting. Sesna?
You know what? I remember there was another way into that room. 5, 10. Hold on. You know what, Mr. Door? I'm gonna have words with you. That I'm gonna have to dash, but she literally gets up, looking absolutely pissed, and goes all the way around. Uses the bonus action to dash.
Fortunately, Sesna, that second door is also a mimic.
That's a very good mimic, considering there's not a door there.
Yeah.
'Twas not a mimic. 'Twas a gelatinous cube.
Yes,
Well, that's not fair.
That is a hit.
Takes 7 damage. Just barrels as it stabs it with a sword.
Also, let's see. The mimic, is it?
So, you sink your short sword into it, and it gives that sort of slobbering growl of pain. And give me an athletics DC, and give me an athletics check to get your sword back out, as it seems to almost stiffen against the blade.
She's pissed.
Yeah, you're just like, no! And rip it back free again.
Also, I'm pretty sure you still have some movement.
You're right. I could have actually gone there.
Alright.
Look at the token. Just see this guy? He done fucked up.
Leon?
I'm going to briefly contemplate that this is my life, and then I'm going to shoot this used-to-be door.
I will.
Oof.
Let's see. As he does that, I definitely make sure to step aside a little bit to say, "Hey, you can step in here."
Alright.
You look like you're doing fine.
The virus.
Alright. Yeah. As you put a crossbow bolt into this strange creature, it's going. And Sesna, Caerwynn, you're both close enough to see the hatred burning in its 100 different randomly placed eyes. As suddenly its tongue whips out towards you, Caerwynn.
Blood curse of
Morning
the
flare.
He now has disadvantage.
Right, sorry.
Bang.
So a 9.
Oh, thank God.
This is
Hold on,
that
hold on.
moment where
100
it's-
eyes, 100 retinas to burn.
Yeah.
Flashbang!
Oh, well, never mind.
You
I
see
don't
its
think.
tongue. You see its tongue whipping up to
Does that?
to attack you, and then you just poof, poof, and it sort of whips above your head.
Ah!
I,
You dick!
I just wanted to devour the redhead in peace.
Donnel, away!
You mean both, buddy.
Oh, hi there, Mr. Door Monster. You have a successful YouTube channel.
Don't just self-look that one up.
It's actually a D&D based YouTube channel. It's pretty
Oh,
funny.
shit.
But anywho,
Caerwynn.
Sacred Flame again.
That's okay.
Apparently, the door monster has a hard time getting out of the way. And as you can, the radiant flame across its surface starts to spread across its surface, and you see it continue to soften and sort of deform downwards.
Away with you, foul beasts.
Do you have anything else you want to do with Caerwynn on your turn?
No.
Okay, Cessna.
I just like the idea for a second, just of points the staff at it. It tries to get out of the way, and then just realizes it's stuck in the door, and just goes, "All right, I know we've said some things, but ah!"
Listen, I know I tried to eat your friend,
And you.
and then you.
but you did flashbang me already.
You know, let's spend a key point to punch the ever-loving. Well, might spend that key point. We're gonna stab with the short sword first, and then I'm gonna punch it. And then I might, stab at it
You
first.
okay with the short sword?
Oddly enough, a door is not that hard to stab.
Especially when it is soft and fleshy.
Has it been?
And as your weapon sinks in, go ahead and give me the athletics test to try and get your weapon back out.
You may not want to punch it.
Yeah, you just
I
rip the
might
weapon back.
not.
You just rip your short sword back out like, yeah.
But I really, 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 really want to kill this thing. So I'm gonna use a key point for flurry of blows.
You're gonna put that same horn back in that.
No, the other one.
Alright, it's a hit. Nice amount of damage.
8 damage.
Give me the athletics test to try and get out and try and get your hand back out.
Oh, yes. Let me do that real quick.
You punch and rip your arm back out and you go for another swing, but it's still... You kind of put your hand back through the original hole from your last punch, before it's managed to reform, and you just pull back out.
And rip some of the flesh out with it.
I am more than done with this thing. Leon, please kill it.
That's a hit. That's 6 damage. Oh, and that's Shane accidentally minimizing the webpage because he's an idiot.
Quick, internet, judge his desktop.
I mean, it's just the Curse of Strahd cover art, so. But Leon, you level your crossbow over Caerwynn's shoulder, crank off a bolt, and it slams into it, and you see it kind of shudder, and it starts to soften and ooze before managing to just pull itself back together. Uh-oh, what was that noise?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Alright, well. As it's struggling to keep itself together, it's going to go ahead and... It's gonna slap out its pseudopod out of its strange mouth. That's... unfortunate. The mouth kind of opens up on the backside of it as well, and its tongue lashes out towards you, Sesna.
No, it's butt
Blood
tongue.
curse of the eyeless. He now has disadvantage.
Alright.
As my eyes suddenly flash red, and the mimic's eyes are suddenly blinded. For the brief of moments.
Why always with my eyes? Fuck!
Why is it always the goddamn eye?
Now, don't you damage yourself when you do that?
Only if I amplify it.
Oh yeah, amplification, that's what it is.
And he only has 1 attack, so there's literally no point in doing that.
Alright. Donnel.
Right, I'ma see if I can slay the beast with a longsword strike.
That's a hit.
Fing!
And there's a moment where you're about to try and pull your sword out before, as you just swing down into it, you split it, and it sort of starts to ooze over your sword, and then it just sort of loses all cohesion, just kind of flows molten to the ground.
Is everyone okay?
No. Just gonna hold her arm.
If I had bandages, I would stitch this up.
I have something. Can I see your arm, Sesna?
Sure.
And I'm just gonna kind of start looking over the wound and then take a small roll of bandages out and cover the wound.
Thank you. That was... Thank you.
Should have gotten some holy water.
I don't think that would have done anything to that one.
So...
Not to this one.
It ain't much, but it should at least help keep it clean.
Alright. Give her the old healing hands to give her
Yep.
keep a couple HP back. I'll go ahead and remove Mr. Mimic from the turn order. He fought bravely but has fallen. Also, guys, that's probably my favorite Mimic art ever.
Yeah.
It is pretty good mimic art.
That odd moment where, as it's dead, just in Leon's head, is this the monster they were talking about? I mean, there are
Weird.
a lot of
I've never fought a door before.
There are a lot of bones down here, so maybe it's just it waited because it knew other people were coming? But then it wouldn't have made the ghouls.
Jeffrey, go ahead and roll D2.
Alright.
2d2 for the crossbow bolts you fired. And you got both of them back.
Yay!
Donnel, marching on ahead.
Just kind of peeking into this room because I'm still at full health and I'm taking the lead now.
This room contains a large wood-framed bed with a rotted feather mattress. A wardrobe looks to contain several old robes. There's a pair of iron candlesticks and an open crate that you just looking in you can see a bunch of torches inside. And there's a leather sack on the floor. At the foot of the bed is a wooden footlocker that doesn't seem to have any locks upon it.
I'm gonna kick it.
It's a wooden chest, a wooden footlocker.
Okay, but doors just came to life. I'm healthily paranoid.
Fair enough.
Gonna kind of crack it open.
Okay.
Anything in here? This mimic was just being a general unlikable person. Is the chanting still coming from down here?
You can still hear the chanting, yes. But it seems to have shifted more back towards the northeast from your current position.
I'm just opening this footlocker and gonna call back over my shoulder. The chanting seems to have moved after the door monster was killed. I don't think we should trust any more doors in this near the chanting.
I don't disagree.
But, Donnel, as you open the footlocker, inside you see a folded cloak, a small wooden coffer that does not appear to have any locks upon it. One second.
That's not
What looks like a shirt of chainmail, a small mess kit, a flask of alchemist's fire, another bullseye lantern, what looks like a set of lockpicks and other tools that people of the ill repute might use,
Oh, these actually might be a little bit useful.
and
Is it wrong to steal from? Is it wrong to steal from folk who do a lot of wrong, though?
and a book with a yellow leather cover.
I'm gonna take the book, show it to the others, the coffer as well. Is it wrong to steal from folk who are obviously up to no good?
No.
I think all the previous owners are long since dead. And
Technically looting.
Looting don't sound too kind either. Looting sounds like what them
Looting
Ravagers
is
do
looting.
back home.
Looting is looting, robbing is robbing.
At this point, it's going to be Caerwynn's turn.
Yeah, I'm calling back while still like kind of getting these things together. That's my entire turn. Just moving over here, opening it, gathering the things, and calling back.
let's see. I actually move over here.
And you see the familiar hallway from your battle with the ghouls.
Let's see. That's 5, 10, 30. Dash and I move over here.
Alright. The chanting is rather loud now.
Speaking of the chanting, I can't hear the music, even though I don't have it turned all the way down.
Hold on.
I can still hear it.
I cannot. There it is.
Oh,
The thing itself just would shit itself, I think. But... So, okay. And your turn is moving over there. You can hear the chanting seeming to echo up the stairs. And as you look down, you can see where the stairs go down a few feet and then turn and go in. There's a corner there.
Over here.
As you shout through the tunnels. Sesna.
alright, well, 15, 20. 25. Oh, wait. 10, 20, 25. Which way? Oh, that way. Okay. And I mean, dash to him. I guess start going up them.
Well,
Hold up.
those stairs are going down.
Oh,
Also, you should
and I'll
stay behind me. You should stay behind me. You're hurt.
That's what I was gonna say. I'll stay respectful there, not directly in the... Wait for everybody else.
Alright. Leon, Sesna, and Caerwynn have gone off through the east exit.
Everyone trusts Donnel on his own now.
Well, you don't really have anywhere forward to move.
Speaking of which, Donnel, give me a perception test.
See, this is exactly why I mentioned that. Because, well, actually, I don't know jack shit. I'm just generally paranoid after door monster.
Donnel, there's a sickening stench starting to fill the room. And then, from behind two thin walls, come bursting a pair of creatures that look similar to the monsters you fought in the tunnels, but somehow almost like a grander version of them.
Ah! More spooky monsters!
Okay, it's kind of convenient I wound up here then.
They seem almost like the ghouls, but worse. More ghastly, I would say. They're
Run
spooks.
here! Run!
I mean, I don't know whose turn. It is not my turn.
Oh.
It-
Oh.
Well, I mean... Oh, I was gonna say technically it's mine, but fair.
Technically, it
enough.
is my turn, if we are being completely honest. They have to use their action to break walls.
Yeah?
Oh, thank God, I was just bullshitting. Oh, God.
I am gonna say that is correct. They did spend their action clawing their way through the walls. Kind of busting out through those thin covering walls, but yeah.
Hi there.
Since you have started your turn, though, within the area of this stench, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy, these are what I fucking think they are. Come on, fighter. Think so.
As they come through the walls and the full reeking stench of them fills your nostrils, your throat seizes up. You're trying, you really, every instinct in your body is wanting to gag and almost vomit, just from the sheer stench. But you manage to swallow it down.
No, not pleasant. Okay, not pleasant at all. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. I'm gonna swing at it once. Swing once. A hit.
That is a hit.
Swing. Do I dare?
You give it a deep slash across its chest.
I'm gonna run. I'm gonna use my action surge and take the dodge action,
Alright.
and then I'm gonna run over here. So they have disadvantage on attack rolls against me till the end of the next round.
Okay.
Couldn't you just use that to disengage instead?
I could, but they're gonna give chase.
And we're going to be in between, most likely.
So it is going to go ahead and throw a swipe at you real quick.
Okay,
Oh yeah, right.
disadvantageously. Huh, even worse.
Caerwynn, you've heard the cry of additional monsters.
Damn it!
How many are down here?
as I run over here, let's see, that is 40 feet of movement.
Yep.
Then I move over here. 45. Ah, shit.
Alright. That's your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay.
Because I've spent my action to dash.
Sesna?
Alright, well. Since I actually forgot I have my unarmored movement, I can move a million miles an hour. Do we go west or south?
It was...
This,
This way.
this way is
Yes.
going to be way faster.
Yeah. Once you get to the,
Okay, well, this is gonna look a bit nest, but that's 15, 20, 25, and that's actually just 30, and then 35. I guess the 40? I'll stay here.
might be the better option.
I'll be good. I'll-
Especially
I'll
since
be
you're injured.
fine.
Leon?
Yeah, that's the thing. I'll be fine.
Trevor, you might be muted. I don't know if you're talking.
I'm not
Okay.
there.
Alright, so that's 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
He's gonna use his action to continue moving. He can't quite get past you guys.
No, I'm gonna be right there for now.
Alright. As the creatures come charging their way out of the room, one chasing Donnel, the other moving up to you lot. And as that one moves up close to you, Caerwynn, all three of you go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw, as this rotting, awful stench fills your nostrils. Yeah, you all feel that momentary impulse to just hurl and just, nope, bad time to be throwing up.
And if it's going to attack me, I will use a warding flare again.
Alright. Disadvantage as it tries to claw you.
Flashbang!
And then the other one going for Donnel, which still has disadvantage because it's not been your turn again yet.
I just see a fucking camera flash, just boom!
And as this one is, as you're kind of keeping your shield up, just...
Right. No more of that, none of that. I will be having none of that. I will also be having at thee.
That's a hit.
Get him,
Ping!
got him.
When you're hot, man. As you give it another deep cut across the chest, and it's... Intruder! Eat you will!
These ones can talk too!
Wall. I can hear that.
Caerwynn?
Alright. I will move over here.
Alright, you're gonna go ahead and hop up on the table, so that's gonna be 10 feet of movement, just to throw yourself up on top of it.
And I will channel divinity.
Alright.
That works.
And it fills how big a space?
Let's see. As an action, you present your holy symbol, and any magical darkness within 30 feet of you is dispelled. Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet of you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
What is he doing? He's channeling divinity?
Yeah?
Radiance of the Dawn.
Oh, nice!
Alright. And the DC for that Constitution save is 13?
Yep, should be 13.
Okay. Oh. Cut to shit McGillicuddy over there is, he passed.
Well, he's still gonna take damage.
Alright, and what's the damage?
Oof!
Ah, 16.
Oof!
So, there's a sudden radiant light against this guy's back, this guy's back, Donnel, and then he just falls to the ground smoking. The flesh of his back seared.
Appreciate that, Mr. Caerwynn.
You could probably actually even, with your movement, get to there.
I don't think I'd. You know what? Fuck it. I will.
But yes, this other one is seared by the light, but is still standing. Sesna, you can just kind of make it out as you're kind of peeking around the corner, and then you step out.
And then, go around the corner, stab! That's a hit.
That is a hit. For 8 damage.
Then
You
we
get...
punch.
And that's another hit.
And
5 more damage. You step around the corner, you stab this thing in its gut, and then you punch it across right in its ugly jaw. And you're... Ah! Taste the marrow of your bones!
your
What is with
friend
these-
made that same threat.
What is with these things in
Fortunately
marrow?
for him, you can see how that turned out.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I don't have much else to do. Well, you know what? The rest of my movement, I'll hop up on the table.
Alright. Leon?
Oh. Bad days for you, friend.
I just imagine Leon coming around the corner. Oh, you are one ugly mother...
It's a revolving door of pain.
That's a hit.
Stab, 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 stab the ghast.
Damage plus 5 because dueling stance.
Silly style, but yeah. As you round the corner, you see it's already been stabbed and punched in its jaw, and you see the way it's been punched in its jaw, one side is hanging loose. You bring your rapier up, you stab through the mouth, and it comes out through the back of its neck, or through the back of its head, and it kind of sits there convulsing for a second before going limp on your blade, and you withdraw your rapier.
Is there anyone else who would like to? No? Great!
I think we need to be done for the day.
We need to keep pushing on.
No.
At the very least, we need to get the hell out of here, but we need to figure out what's in this basement.
I don't think we should.
Those children said that they end up there every day. They're taken out, they end up back there. This house probably resets itself in some way, shape, or form, considering those children's bodies always return to that room.
If
we
does,
leave here, there's
then
a chance all this comes back, and there's a chance this all goes horribly wrong, despite us knowing what's here. We're this far in. We killed all this already. If we leave now, there's a chance it's all for nothing.
It's a very good point.
And I also do not think it is a good time to throw away our lives. I am completely exhausted of spells.
I mean, you're still throwing around that fire.
No more separating. We move as a group. I am still at 100%. Despite being battered earlier, I'm capable enough. I will take the lead. And if we need to fall back, you will all go ahead of me, and I will follow. Don't plan on anyone dying down here. But we at least made it this far. We're not just gonna leave without seeing this through. For those kids, at the very least.
Hold on. Points in the direction of the staircase. Staircase over there. It looks like where the chanting's coming from.
All right, just
So if you want to
let me-
take the lead, and he's already leaving.
Mr.
Can we-
Leon, did you not hear
Leon?
Mr.
I
Leon?
guess we're in order.
No, yeah, we're still in turn order, so.
That is my movement.
let us rest for another hour at least, away from these ghasts.
Let's rest at the mouth of the stair, the top of the stairs, then. Stink is setting me. Walking up here, I'm just gonna kind of keep vigil since Caerwynn wants to rest, and Sesna could definitely use the rest, as well as the one hit dice she hasn't spent yet.
The 2?
Oh, you didn't spend any hit dice, right?
No, I was at 17. I wasn't expecting for, a mimic to bite me for 13 damage.
Yeah.
I like how even with... Oh, and now I'm inside him. I like how even with having that axis to the side there.
Let's see, and if we're gonna be resting here for an hour, I take the opportunity to move all those bodies into this room over here.
Alright.
Right.
Well,
Let's just take a moment
and,
to collect ourselves. Go.
2d8 plus... yeah, just going to meditate, focus on those breathing exercises, try to see if I can't get my breathing right, and heal 14. Hooray! It's like the mimic never even bit me.
I think you actually came out of that a little better.
Yeah. Thanks to our sweet boy giving me them bandages and then rolling above a 13.
So as I look at this staircase, I want to see if I can use my hunter's mark. Not my hunter. Hang on a second. I want to see
Or Bailey.
if I can use my hunter's bane to track whatever monster is down here. Like what has gone down these steps.
Alright, so you make a survival check with advantage.
Yep.
With a 15, all the tracks in the loose compacted dirt and at the top and bottom of the stairs with the wooden slat stairs going down them, all the tracks appear to be either foot, like a humanoid's foot, or a booted foot. As you're all taking this rest, though, and Leon, you're examining these footprints, Sesna's focusing on your breathing, trying to just draw in that extra oomph she needs to keep going.
By the way, next time one of you makes a skill check, let me know beforehand. I do have guidance.
Ah, yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't help in this case he already had advantage, but I will keep that in mind.
Guidance doesn't give advantage; it gives a D4.
Oh yeah, it's
right.
basically inspiration, yeah. And Donnel, did you take all those items out of the chest, or were you just?
Yes, I have them with me.
All right.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
flip through the book, the journal, while we're taking this short rest.
The yellow-bound book. Flipping through it, Give me an intelligence test.
Well, I'll have you know I'm actually fairly good at that. Mr. Caerwynn, I'm gonna read this book. Want to help me?
Aye.
You're a learned man of the church.
Mr.
What are these
Caerwynn, I don't
fancy
like
words
admitting
mean?
this much, but I had to teach myself to read, and sometimes it's a bit, well,
So you gain a +2 to your roll?
a 20!
Alright,
Turns out I taught myself to read very well.
yeah. With Caerwynn's help, especially, just gives you that little extra click. There were a couple aspiring wizards that were trying to get into the Lyceum back in Turst Fields. And you recognize... all these things seem familiar. And then with Caerwynn kind of pointing out a couple letters and runes, it kind of clicks into place. This was a wizard's spell book.
Huh. Man, if only I was playing my backup character at this moment in time. Huh. Neat. Maybe I'll learn some of them magics later.
Perhaps. Maybe I could teach you a little?
Maybe. We'll see. Right now I'm more concerned to getting out of here, but I'm gonna keep this. This is neat. I also found these. I don't know how to pick locks, I reckon, but I mean it's better than just sticking a knife into a lock and trying to break it off. Maybe that, and I don't want to break my knife by jamming it into a lock. Anywho.
As you're sort of going through all the things you found, you show them the set of thieves' tools, the bullseye lantern, the flask that you recognize as alchemist fire. There's a spare mess kit, the chain shirt. And as you pull out that wooden coffer you found, and with it unlocked, you flip it open and you see 4 potions of a dark red liquid.
I'm gonna do what Mama always taught me and just take a tiny bit and put it on my tongue. Do the taste test and potion bit.
You feel better. A little stronger. A bit more whole. All the little scratches from the day start to close up a bit faster. And you identify these as potions of healing.
Huh. Well, that's just helpful. I'm gonna give 1 to Mr. Leon, 1 Mr. Caerwynn, and I'm gonna give 1 to Sesna.
You each have a single potion of healing.
I just like to imagine he's handing it, and just her sitting there, like eyes closed, just breathe in,
I'm just gonna
breathe
sit- I'm
out,
just gonna
just like
sit it.
focus.
I'm just gonna set it right here next to her. She'll find it when she opens her eyes up again. Yep. Mr. Leon's done looking at the stairs. It'd be rude to trample in front of him. I'm gonna do what I said I'd do, and lead the way down.
Alright. In an attempt to fix our lighting issue, I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna move you guys to a different map and bring you back. Oh shit, calm down. Damn it, Sesna. Stop. Go. Okay. I'm pop you guys back to the other map and then bring you back real quick. Let me know when you get done with the load in.
I have loaded.
I have as well.
I'm loaded in.
So, oh god damn it. Hold on. Alright, thank god. Alright, I'll bring you back now. Hopefully this will fix our issue. Forcing you to reload the map.
No.
No. Well, shitballs. Okay, well let's just hope that never happens again in the future.
Eh.
Like, you all see where your tokens are?
Yes.
And as you descend to the
Alright.
next level, go ahead and give me another set of initiatives.
Oh, damn. New initiatives. Here we go, Donnel. Here we go, Donnel. Donnel.
For the person who has probably the highest dexterity out of the group, I'm rolling consistently near the lowest.
Sesna, your bonus is a 4, so it is 0.4. Alright. Descending order. Alright.
Would it just make more sense to, considering what we've already discussed, have just Donnel be going first, considering?
We'll start off with Donald since you guys are letting him lead.
10 feet into there.
And as you descend the steps, step in
Boys.
here. The ghostly chant emanating through these tunnels fills this room fully. And finally you can actually understand what they're saying. It's maybe a dozen or so voices over and over. He is the ancient. He is the land. And as you're looking around this room, there's these little alcoves set throughout the walls. And in them you see all kinds of strange items. A small mummified yellow hand with sharp claws on a loop of rope, and living in terraced fields, it sort of looks like a goblin's hand. Shriveled up and tied off with that rope. There's a knife in one of the alcoves that seems to be carved from human bone. In another one there's a dagger with a rat's skull set into the pommel. And another, an 8-inch varnished orb, which appears to be some sort of eye. And another, there's an aspergillum carved from bone, which seems priests use it back in terraced fields for sprinkling holy water. In one of them, there's a folded cloak that seems to be made out of some disgusting skin. In another, is a desiccated frog lashed to a stick. In another, there's a bag full. The next is a bag full of bat guano. Beside it, there's a severed finger, but it's overly long and skinny, overly bony. In another alcove, there's a 6-inch tall wooden figure of some humanoid figure wrapped in. It's carved in such a way that looks like it's wrapped in bandages with its arms crossed over its chest. In another, there's an iron pendant adorned with a devilish face. In another, the shrunken, shriveled head of a halfling. And in the last, a small wooden coffer containing some sort of long canine tongue, but withered and dry.
Lovely.
The southernmost tunnel, that tunnel there, slopes down about 20 degrees. And you can just hear the slow rippling of murky water.
Water. In this room, chanting strong in here, and a bunch of weird items. Ooh. That's just a thing. Room full of water. What's down this way?
Okay. One sec, Donnel, as you're stepping down, heading down into that room full of water. I will just go in the order you're on the stairs for now. Leon? And as you step in, you can see this room full of macabre relics.
Oof. Does it seem like the chanting is coming from down this way?
The chanting seems to be coming from this other tunnel over here. The one you just saw Donald's back as he was walking into.
Alright. Stop there.
Alright. Caerwynn?
I move into the room and You mentioned before that there was a picture of what looked to be a vessel that would be used to pour holy water.
Yes, it looked like an aspergillum, but it seems to be carved from bone.
Oh, is it? Is there any holy water in it?
There doesn't appear to be. It's dry and set in its alcove.
Never mind. Oh. Nothing in this place is holy.
And finally, Sesna, you descend the stairs into the room, full of its macabre relics and the two tunnels leading out.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay, and now moving into the initiative order, since we've all at least descended the stairs. Caerwynn, is there anything you're going to do, or are you going to just wait for the group to advance?
I will take the lead, I suppose.
Alright.
Wasn't the plan to have Donnel take the lead?
I am equally capable.
Okay.
Donnel, you're letting him pass you, or?
He seems set on it. May as well.
Alright.
Please allow me. Let's see. This water, is it going to be difficult terrain for us, or is it only like...
Well, there's also this thing, what I assumed was a sluice gate.
The tunnel, as you go forward, is blocked by a rusty iron portcullis. The floor beyond the portcullis is submerged under 2 feet of murky water.
And I could probably...
doesn't really significantly slow you, but... And as you're looking through the portcullis, as you kind of angle your face around, you can just barely make out a small windlass set into the wall just to the side, just beyond your reach.
Damn. I attempt to reach my staff through and try to turn it a little bit.
Give me an athletics test with disadvantage.
Alright. Athletics.
You're using your staff and you're pressing on the windlass as best you can, but it's not a position of great mechanical advantage. And as you're sort of pushing at it and your staff is sliding off of it as soon as you start to make some headway and it rolls back.
Damn it. It won't budge.
Excuse me, Mr. Caerwynn. Well, this here is one of them there, sort of lifty deals. Just need a little bit of assistance. Probably a little bit of a lever. Screw it. I'm gonna attempt to lift it.
Alright. You gotta put your hands down into the water, find the bottom of the portcullis, or the lowest bar you can get a hold of, start lifting. Give me an athletics test.
Okay, here we go.
I cast guidance.
Alright. And you add to it?
Drake cracks it.
22. Alright. It's heavy. It is rusted and iron and it doesn't want to move. But Donna, you set yourself in, and as stuck as this portcullis is, It's never met a farm boy as stubborn as you. And you just slowly start to force it up.
Come on now!
You hear
Everyone,
the
get under!
Yeah. You lift it up and you hear the mechanism on the other side start clanking as it's forced into its next positions until it's high enough up for everybody else to slip under.
I slip under.
Go on,
Swiftly.
I'll hold it! Y'all can work it open from the other side.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a hold of that for him.
And Sesna, once you start cranking it and Donnel starts taking the pressure off of you,
I'm gonna stumble in after Mr. Caerwynn takes his next action.
yeah. Oh, sorry. Clicks. There we go. And one moment as I go ahead and get the room description. The chanting heard throughout the dungeon originates here. But when you arrive, as you all make your way in, it stops. The chanting stops as you peer into this 40-foot square room. The smooth masonry walls provide excellent acoustics. Featureless stone pillars support the ceiling, and a breach in the west wall leads into a dark cave heaped with refuse. Murky water covers most of the floor. Stairs lead up to dry stone ledges that hug the walls. In the middle of the room, more stairs rise to form an octagonal dais that also rises above the water. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling directly above a stone altar mounted on the dais. The altar is carved with hideous depictions of grasping ghouls and is stained with dry blood. The water is 2 feet deep. The ledges in the central dais are 5 feet high, and the chamber ceiling is 16 feet up. The chains dangling from the ceiling are 8 feet long, and with shackles at the end. Half embedded in the wall by the door is that wooden windlass that Sesna you've used to raise the portcullis. The hole in the west wall seems to lead into a naturally formed alcove.
I step over here.
Alright. You make your way up to the top of the dais, and the chanting begins to rise once more.
Am I the only one hearing the chanting again?
Everyone hears it, and as you start to glance around, you suddenly see 13 dark apparitions appear on the ledges overlooking the room. Each one resembles a black-robed figure holding a torch, but the fire of the torches are black, and they seem to draw the light into it. Where you'd expect to see faces under the hoods are merely black voids, and they begin to chant, "One must die," over and over. "One must die! One must die!" Donnel, it's your turn.
Do we hear the one must die?
Yep, you all hear the chanting now.
I don't think I'm very much a big fan of all that. I'm gonna... just gonna step in here and just kind of... so we have a formed up little arrow at the end of this little gate. Because I'm not sure I like that one bit. Mr. Caerwynn, I think we should go.
You may be right. It's not my turn, though.
What are you talking about? It's not your turn. You can just leave.
Sesna?
I'm holding open the thing, and I'm just gonna ready an action. Assuming that we're going to leave, gonna ready an action at the moment that, well, all 3 of them are through. Whoop, just move right through.
Alright. Leon?
I'm going to.
Leon is going to kill one of us.
I mean, I was gonna shoot one of these weird apparitions in the face with a silver crossbow bolt. Alright, when he is dead. But... I want to figure out... What would I roll? Okay, because that looks like a big pile of refuse, yes?
Yes.
Okay. That sort of implies to me that people have been here before and they weren't allowed to leave. So I will try and step out of the room and see what happens.
Leon, you step out of the room, back into the tunnel. Alright. You step back out of the room, and you hear the chant grow louder. One must die! One must die! Caerwynn.
Oh,
Caerwynn.
I'm backing away as quickly as possible.
Caerwynn, you get to about there, when suddenly the chant changes. As you leave the dais and flee back towards the tunnel, the chant changes from one must die to Lorgoth the Decayer, we awaken thee! And as they continue to chant the same phrase, the refuse pile in that small alcove begins to shift and rise.
Just kind of holding the shield up a little bit like, oh boy.
Can I still move?
You can finish your move now.
Mm.
You can go and finish your move.
I'm. Part of me's thinking this is the thing that things are being sacrificed to. Yeah. Probably what we're gonna need to deal with.